Partizan Belgrade, Red Star Belgrade 1-1 in Humska. Red Star still hasn't managed to win since, I believe, 2016, away from home in an internal derby. I like to start from the starting lineups always. No real surprises. Irakovic was at right back. Sonogo was a defensive mid with Kanga. And up top, he was Ivanic Katai, Bukhari, and Persic. Right off the bat, 4th minute, good chance for Red Star. Bukhari plays Irakovic into space from about 7-8 yards out. He has a go and misses the entire net. I think that's something that you have to get the ball on net and force the goalkeeper to make a stop. I think first and foremost that's what you need to do. He had another option where he could have slid it over to Persic. I think that would have been a little hard to do. But I mean, from there you have to be able to hit the net and force the goalie into a stop. 16th minute, Katai, great shot from outside the box from the left side, ball curled. All thanks to hard work from Sekou Sonogo, who's outstanding today, and the ball just goes a little bit wide. Now, 23rd minute. This was kind of, at that point, it could have been a turning point in this match. Partizan has a free kick, and Persic clears it out, and it's pretty much Katai and Bukhari going, 2-on-1 with, I think it was Traore who was left for Partizan. They couldn't take advantage of it. The issue was, if Katai had slid the ball to Bukhari, he would have been offside. And Katai, there was a bit of a tug from Traore, so he could have gone down, and I mean, Traore gets a straight red. I like the fact that he stayed up. I'm a big fan of guys not diving for whatever red cards for penalties. A big fan of that, but that could have been, a turning point in the match. And I think it's Milos Milovic just had his press conference, and he said there was a lot of opportunities that we had that were 4-on-2, 4-on-3, where the final pass wasn't where he needed to be. Completely agree with that. And that was one example of that. And I think there was another 2 or 3 during the match where one more pass to the right guy could have resulted in a goal or a much better opportunity. Some of the passes were way too long or way too short, where guys have to come back to the ball now, and now you're wasting time, and Partizan is allowed to get back and defend more properly. 26th minute, Osman Bukhari, absolutely outstanding goal. Urošević clears a corner kick, gets on Bukhari's weaker left foot on the left side of the box, catches it first time off the post and in. Absolutely outstanding goal. Looks like he let out all his frustrations from Maccabi Haifa goal with that shot. Just an absolutely outstanding goal. And just an amazing take. I think Partizan closed him down very slowly. I don't think that they anticipated that he was going to catch it on the first time. So Partizan was kind of slow with their reaction. 42nd minute, Partizan's best chance, free kick from Nato. Markovic got his head onto it, and Borjan stopped it. Great reflexes. Bukhari, I thought, was excellent in the first half. He took it to Urošević as much as he possibly could. He made him defend every time he had the ball, and it felt like every time Urošević had to defend Bukhari, there was a free kick that was involved in favor of Bukhari. I think that Sonogo and Milunovic were excellent in the first half in the aerial duels. They won a lot of them. I don't know the exact statistics, but it felt like they were just getting everything that they could get. And I think that's one of Partizan's mistakes. They just kept on going with the long ball in the first half and hoping that Ricardo could make something happen. And that just wasn't happening for them. First half, 63 to 37% possession. Second half was 62-38. So pretty much stayed the same. And in the 55th, I guess, minute, it was kind of, there was a lot of breaks in play with flares and stuff. So 55th minute, Partizan get a penalty, correct call. Again, from a Partizan free kick, kind of whipped in from 35 yards out from, I believe it was Nato again. Živković, Katai kicks Živković on the foot. Didn't think that he needed to be that aggressive. Živkovic's back is turned to the Red Star goal. So even if he, ended up coming down with the ball, he would have to turn to either have a go on net, or he would have to turn and pass the ball off to someone. I think it's a little bit over aggressive from Katai. The penalty wasn't given straight away, so it went to VAR, and then VAR said it was a PK. Nato slotted it home. Wanted to see how mentally the team would come back from Partizan scoring that goal, because we know what happened against Maccabi Haifa, where we didn't respond very well the entire second half. Rodic came off right after the goal, I think due to an injury. So now Goblic comes on, and Irakovic is forced to change positions once again, where he's forced to play left back, and Goblic comes on as a right back. Now, Azarovi, as I said, played against Javor during the weekend. He got hit in the head, so I don't know if maybe he was out due to concussion or whatever the case may be, but this is why you need another defender on the bench. So Irakovic now, whose best position is a center back, then he goes to right back, and now he has to slide over to left back. I just think it's way too much. In terms of substitutions, I don't know what else could have been done with the players on the bench. I think that was the only right decision, because again, Azarovi isn't on the bench. If he was, then you just I would have made a straight swap for Milan Rodic, and that didn't come to fruition. 60th minute, Kataj is now playing a false nine with Pešić going off. Pešić wasn't that great in this match. He went at it a lot with Vujacic, couldn't get really too much going against him. 73rd minute, Ricardo, great chance for Partizan on a Sonogo mistake that he kind of passed it back, and Ricardo cut it off. Luckily, it was on his weaker left foot, and he put the ball past the net. And I think the rest of the match was kind of played in the middle of the pitch. Like, Partizan took its chances trying to attack, but they were also very conservative that, they don't concede. I think Red Stars tried to do some things going forward as well. Koulibaly came on. I think he needs to be a lot better in the air. His stature is built as something like Nikola Žigić, a little bit shorter than him, but he looks like he can do some things in the air. I don't think that he showed it today. He got pushed off the ball, I think, a lot. Again, his first minutes, play the last, I think, 15, 20 minutes. So we'll see how he progresses as the season goes on. And overall, I thought it was a pretty good derby. A lot of the guys in the studio didn't think it was that good. A lot of mistakes and things like that, but mistakes lead to chances on both ends. In that sense, I thought it was pretty good. Red Star took their foot off the gas in the second half. I think the second half could have been a lot better. Kataj, I didn't think was that great today. Even it's the same thing. Thought Sonogo absolutely outstanding today. Milinovic in the air, especially in the first half, was really good. The entire backline played really well. Kanga also very good. Kangwa came on and provided some energy and some spark going forward. It's pretty much. Stefan Mitrovic is still kind of trying to figure it out. He gets bullied around quite a bit. But after the match, Red Stars lead still stays at 7, and we move on to weekend match against TSC.